Hi, Roxy. Hi, Roxy. Hi. That's a sweet baby. Come here. Come here. Come on. Lay down here in your bed. Come on. Can you lay down? Roxy, sit down. Sit. 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 Lay down with me. Good morning, everybody. This is Amy, 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida, and yes, she's so yummy. I'm here with Roxy. We pulled Roxy from the Miami-Dade Animal Services kill shelter. Boxer, brindle, 40 pounds. Oh, she's so amazing. Amazing. She's had a tough life, this girl, I'll tell you that. I just took her for a nice walk. She did her pee-pees and her poo-poos outside. All she wants to do is just sit on my lap and cuddle. She walks great on a leash. She wants to go for car rides. Huh, baby? Yeah. Her skin is really a mess. She's a mess. This is just mange Demodex, not contagious, but this is just from her living outside. Definitely has had litters or a litter because she's about a year of age. It's all she is. She's a baby herself. And we're treating her skin. She's eating great, drinking great. We started her on doxycycline, which is an antibiotic. She has a little bit of sneezing going on, which is totally normal after pulling a dog from the shelter environment. So I thought that while I could take a moment and sit down and, you know, update you on Roxy, I thought that I would update you basically on everything that's been going on. It's been crazy. Crazy lots. Really, Roxy? I can't even do a video because she wants to be on top of me. Mama. Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait, Mama. So I'm sitting down on the floor in her room, and she just wants to sit on my lap and cuddle and kiss. Makeup session. She's another girl with the boxer. Doesn't she look great? Yeah. Come over here, Mama. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Roxy, come over here and sit. We're just teaching her what toys are. Go get it. What? So, as I was saying, this is Roxy. Sweetest, delicious 40-pound boxer that we rescued from the Miami-Dade kill shelter. And they are so full. They have over 500 dogs and I don't know how many hundreds and hundreds of cats. They are killing. And the surrenders and the abandoned dogs on the streets are just coming in faster and faster every day. Hey, let me see your belly. So while I'm here with Roxy, I wanted to kind of update a little bit on what's going on. I'm sure as you saw yesterday, if any of you missed, I did a couple of adoption videos. We had our dog Wade that we rescued on July 5th from the rural Redlands. Wade is a 58-pound shepherd mix, black-mouthed cur mix that was in a cage outside in the dirt, living in filth. We rescued him on the 5th, and he was adopted officially yesterday. Little Daisy, our 6-pound Chihuahua that was brought into us with 2 other dogs, she was officially adopted yesterday. Jess and Juliet, 2 of the Parvo girls, were adopted together. Carol and I delivered them to Loxahatchee, which is about an hour and a half from Fort Lauderdale each way, and we delivered them to their forever family. They're doing great. And that's Juliet and Jess. We still have Van. Van is back here in boarding. His foster had to, she had a trip planned, so he's back here and he is not happy. He's not feeling well either. We think it's maybe arthritis, so we started him on a pain management treatment for Van, the Roddy. And I think he's a little upset that he's back in boarding, even though he has a room kind of set up like Roxy has. Mommy Godiva is still here with her 2 puppies, Gage and Jillian. They're getting big, and no offers for Mommy Godiva. And we have a lot of puppies. We have the remaining puppies of Godiva's puppies that are all with Christine and Bob, our foster. And we also have the Shar-Pei mix puppies, the W puppies, the Wiggles and the Whoopi, and whoever else is left. They're still with Christine, and they're getting big. So we have a lot of puppies that need homes. And also, we just took in a puppy today named Lucky. Lucky is a Roddy mix, or possibly a Manchester Terrier mix. So Lucky was just brought into our organization today, and he's being treated right now. He's getting a medicated bath. Yes, thank you. Oh, okay. What? You hear voices? Huh? Do you hear voices? She hears voices at the door, so she's curious to see what's going on. What do you hear? What's that? What do you hear, Mama? What do you hear, Mama? You love your ducky? Come on. So as I was saying, we have Lucky that we just brought in, 11-week-old puppy. I received a call from a guy yesterday stating that he works on the Hialeah train tracks, and there was some rescue that came out and picked up the puppies. He took home one of the puppies, and a month later decided he didn't want the puppy. The puppy has never seen a vet. The puppy has a skin thing going on, but so adorable and sweet, easily curable. So we're taking care of that right now as I speak. And he, Lucky, will also be going to our foster this evening with Christine and Bob, and join all the puppies that are at Christine's house. So that's the newest puppy, Lucky. Yesterday, myself and Carol, we had to go to court on a tethering animal cruelty case. So we went to court, and the animal control officers showed up. This was in regards to a home in Lauderhill. There was a dog named King. I don't know if you all remember, but King was tethered in his backyard. And sadly, after animal control had been called out multiple times, we had an email chain going back and forth, 18 emails to be exact, about this dog, King, that was tethered. King was mauled to death in his backyard, and he died. A horrible, horrible death. So when we got a call about the same home, we went out. There were two little dogs that were tethered in the front, and the animal control officer came out. We went out several times and issued citations. So we went to court and showed the video, and the owners were issued a $1,000 fine for the cruelty and neglect and tethering of their two dogs out front. That's all great, and I was upset because I said to Carol while we were at court, and I said, and so what? What about the dogs? And she said, well, it's a paper trail, and it's important, which she's right. And I asked the judge that since there is such a paper trail existing on that home, how long does it take for them to actually go in and remove the dogs so they don't end up dead like King did? And the answer was, from the animal control officer, excuse me, unfortunately, unless the dog is in immediate danger, in distress of dying, there's nothing they can do. So with that being said, laws definitely need to be changed. That's where we need to focus on fighting to change the laws to protect the animals. Otherwise, we're just basically on a vicious cycle. It's like being on a treadmill and you can't get off. You're going nowhere. So that's the court update from yesterday on the cruelty case that we had a court date yesterday, Carol and I. And again, the $1,000 fine was issued. So that's that. What else? Sonny and Sheer, that were two of the 7 Hialeah dogs. Remember Sonny, Sheer, Zach, Zoe, Benjamin, Morgan, and Sloan Sunny and Cher were in our foster temporarily, was not a permanent thing. It was with Zoe, and we're so grateful for Zoe. Sunny and Cher are back in boarding and is destroying our entire team. So they're in a kennel. But what we decided to do is start taking them to doggy daycare during the day. So they are now at Camp K9, and our team is basically pulling together to, you know, drop off and pick up from camp so that they can play with other dogs and socialize and not be cooped up in a kennel environment while they're waiting for their home. Morgan and Sloan are in foster together, and I posted a photo of them, I believe it was this morning or yesterday, and everybody's underneath the Morgan and Sloan photo saying, please, please keep them together. Please don't separate them. Guys, you have to understand something. It's hard. It's really hard to keep the bondeds together, and you know that we do our best, and we have some amazing, amazing successes with the bonded pairs. But if nobody steps up, then we're forced to separate. So as of right now, we are desperately trying to keep Morgan and Sloan together. And please know, as I'm speaking and updating you, this is not about the dog in front of me. The dog in front of me is Roxy. Roxy's the boxer, 40 pounds, that we rescued from the kill shelter. So for any of you that are jumping on, what I'm doing is, this is Amy from 100 Plus, Abandoned Dogs of Everglades, Florida, and I'm giving you an update on our other dogs because we're being asked a lot of the same questions. So I thought this would be a great time for me to take a moment, and while you get to see our beautiful Roxy, I can update you on what else is going on. So yes, Morgan and Sloan, like I said, they're in foster together. We're trying to keep them together. Sunny and Cher the same. Benjamin has been with our volunteer, our crew member Jessie. She cannot keep, she's just been fostering. So we're trying to get Benjamin into a loving home, a forever loving home. Are you listening, taking all this in, Mama? Huh? I'm asking everybody to watch our page because every single day I'm posting the link to vote. Morning and night I'm posting it. And I see maybe sometimes eight comments or 10 shares. There's over 240,000 followers on this page. I don't understand why everybody's not taking 1 second to click on that vote for the shelter challenge, because, you know, there's a lot of money that can be donated to our organization, which just in return means saving a lot of lives. Okay, so thank you, Doria. I vote every day too. Pauline says $50 challenge right here just because. Pauline Dunbar, thank you for your $50 challenge. We'll see if anybody will match you. We desperately need it. We have an outstanding balance here at the Imperial Point BCA Animal Hospital, over 6,000. New dogs coming in all the time. So everybody please donate something if you can. Share if you can. It takes no time and no effort to hit the share button. Voting takes 1 second. I'm posting the voting link on every site, on Glory's page, on our page. Yes, you can vote every single day. I think today, if I'm not mistaken, it's either there's 5 more days or 6 more days to vote. I posted it this morning. So please, you know, we have some time to click that link and vote, vote, vote. We desperately, I'm going to be honest with you, we could save a lot of lives, a lot more lives if we had fosters. If we had fosters, like for example, if we had a foster right now for Roxy, this room, immediately I would fill up with another dog. So if we have fosters, responsible fosters that are close by, and we do home checks on the fosters, we provide everything, there's no cost to you. But every time somebody opens up their home to foster, that means that we can go and save, whether it's another life from the street, the kill shelter. So we're asking each and every one of you to please consider fostering. We cannot just collect dogs and stick them in kennels. I'm not doing it anymore. We are not doing it anymore. Thank you, Pam. It's 5 more days for the shelter challenge. 5 more days from today. If you have any questions, somebody just asked me about the parvo puppies. I stated earlier, all the parvo puppies, there were 4. We spent $16,000 $16,000 to save the parvo puppies. We saved 3 out of the 4. Jeffrey was adopted, and the video was on the page. And then Jess and Juliet were adopted just this past weekend, where Carol and I drove them to Waxahachie and delivered them to their forever home together. So that's Juliet, give me this, and Jess adopted together. So the parvo puppies are home, they're adopted. This was their room. So now Roxy, see, we got them adopted, so now we pulled and saved another life, and Roxy has their room. That's how it works. Again, Pauline Dunbar has just put up a $50 challenge. If anybody wants to match, you can, right here, say it now. The PayPal link is up on the page right now. So anybody can donate something. The animal hospital contact number also. Definitely you can vote, you can donate directly to the animal hospital. Pauline, Amy, you sound very down. Please realize all the wonderful things that you do. Thank you, Pauline. It's a tough journey. I'm not gonna, make light of it. It's a journey that I chose, and it has been a journey that I've been on just with this rescue alone for 7 years straight, with no breaks, no vacations, 7 days a week. I can't remember the last time we were talking about taking a day just for ourselves to, just decompress. But it is what it is. So if I sound down, I'm tired. That's all. But I'm good. I'm good. Thank you, though, for your concern. Our entire team is exhausted, to be quite honest with you. But again, as I said, people come into rescue and they stay a little while, they stay a long while, they get burnt, they get sick, and then they stop, because it is a very tough journey. I can't put into words unless you're really in it to understand. I try to do as many videos of every single thing that's happening. There's so much that you don't see on a daily basis, the stress level and just the phone calls, and just it's tough. It's really tough. I will never become desensitized to rescue where, it's just another dog or just another cat, because to me, every single life deserves the same chance, no matter what the situation. We put in the same effort to each and every animal that we commit to and rescue. As you can see, Roxy is so happy with her ducky. She loves her stuffed ducky. And she's not destructive. She just lightly chews on it and cuddles the ducky. She's just such a good girl. Such a good girl. So, we have our designated volunteers here at the animal hospital. For example, Pam, our awesome volunteer and crew member, was here this morning from 8 to 12. Tiffany comes in from 12 to 7. And then if volunteers come in throughout the day, that's, we can't mandatory make anybody do anything they don't want to do. It's on their spare time when they can fit it in. So while they, Pam and Tiffany, Tiffany from 12 to 7, while they are, you hear the Velcro. Well, they're here doing their shifts. They can't touch Roxy, because Roxy is basically a quarantine dog. She just came out of the shelter. So we can't touch Roxy and then go back and touch Mummy Godiva, puppies, Albert, Van, and all the other dogs that are here. So Roxy has to be the last dog. So that's why I am here in Roxy's room. I took her for a walk. I took in the puppy this morning, Lucky, got him situated. Tiffany's getting his run ready until he's ready to be taken to the foster tonight from our awesome crew member, Tammy, who was kindly so gracious to say she would deliver Lucky to Christine and Bob's house. And so I'm in here going to spend as much time as possible with Roxy, because she's alone in this room. I did have a wonderful, wonderful person come and meet Roxy yesterday. I love her. She's great. Her name's Amanda, follower of ours. She has 3 dogs, no kids. Her and her husband, house, yard, fence, pool. She's been a vet tech for years, and she's in love with Roxy, and she wants to do a meet and greet with her dog. So we are going to do that meet on Friday. and see how Roxy fits in with her group. If not, then we have a couple of other people that have inquired, but nothing set. So if anybody is interested in Roxy, then definitely reach out, you know, in case it doesn't work out with Amanda for Friday. But that would be, I know she's playing, she's entertaining herself. I'm sorry, it may not be the most exciting video, but while she's calm and just laying here on her blankies and playing with her ducky, I figured I would do an updated video, because so many times as I'm doing videos, say, of adoptions, I'll see all the comments and you're asking about other dogs. Disco. Disco seems to be a big question by a lot of people. Everybody keeps asking about Disco. So let me just say that Disco, if you remember, Disco has been with us for 3 years. She's a wonderful dog, and she's a big girl, and she's strong, and she's sweet, but she can't be with any other animals. So 3 years, she's been in and out of fosters, you know, temporarily, nothing permanent. And we had a call from a woman who came to our adoption event. We spoke in great lengths, and Marianne, she came to the event in Boynton. Every time I try to do a video, get your face, you want to sit on my head. She wanted to adopt, and then we, you know, it was a foster to adopt. So she's been fostering to adopt. We have been providing her with her food, her meds, because she takes trazodone, because she's a lot of energy, so that kind of keeps her chill, just a couple a day. And the more I check in with her, the more I get, she's just a foster. So as of right now, I don't know why. I just don't know why the fence that she has is not secure. We've had people offer to even pay and put up a proper fence for Disco. That's how many people love Disco. And they declined. They will not take it. So you can only do so much and try. We obviously don't want any dog where they're not 100% wanted. In my opinion, you know, if that family really loved and wanted her forever, she would say to me, Amy, we love her. She's going nowhere. You know how it goes, guys. Come on. I don't even have to go into this. But as of right now, Disco is still available for adoption, but she is in a foster to just a foster. And that's it for Disco. Albert is still here. Albert, you know, thank God, you know, Tiffany takes him home on the weekends. And it's a lot. It's a juggle. It's a juggle because he's not animal friendly. So Albert still desperately needs a home. Van, Godiva, Cupcake's in foster, Dharma's in foster, Lily's in foster, Rain and Joey, Mummy and Daughter are in foster. Kaya is in foster. And that's not an adoption, it's just a foster. I just heard from her this morning, so I'm a little sad about that. I don't know if there's anything that, let me see, you folks open for visits from the loving public. Absolutely. We do have a volunteer orientation, which you can, you know, volunteer and come and spend time with the dogs. But if you would like to come and visit the dogs, definitely reach out to us and we can absolutely make that happen. I know, poor Disco, Debbie, poor Disco, poor Godiva, poor Albert. You know, let me just say that when we get calls and we go out to rescue these dogs that are out in the middle of nowhere, you know, we don't look at the dog and say, oh, you know, you may not be a dog-friendly dog, so I'm not gonna rescue you. I'm gonna leave you here. We don't know what their needs are. We don't know what their personalities are. So when we take those dogs in and then we find out later, okay, the dog can't be with a child, the dog can't be with another dog or a cat, it makes it that much more difficult and much more challenging. Roxy, on the other hand, you know, she's a boxer, she's sweet, she's loving, she's petite. We believe she's definitely dog friendly. So a dog like this, they're going to be fighting over, really. I do. I see her being adopted fairly quickly. Wade was, you know, a dog we rescued on the 5th. And, you know, perfection. Dog-friendly, cat-friendly, you know, 58-pound pup, gorgeous, sweet, loving. So, of course, thank God he went quickly. We are not a breed-specific rescue, as you can see. We take in everything.
We go for the underdog, the worst case that nobody wants to touch due to financial. We're not afraid of that. We are not afraid to work hard. We are not afraid to provide for them everything that they need and give them everything that they need. That's a responsible rescue. So, you know, if we were a breed-specific rescue and took in just labs, boxers, golden retrievers, Maltese, I can tell you right now we'd have not one animal in boarding. And it's sad to me. It's sad to me because my favorite breed is rescue. That's my favorite breed. A rescue dog is my favorite breed. I don't have a favorite. Yes, do I love Roxy? Adore her. She's a boxer. I loved Apollo. That dog stole my heart. He's an American. Rosie was an American. She stole my heart. I love all the littles. I love the little Shih Tzus, the Scruffies. I'm obsessed in love with all the Hialeah dogs. They're probably the most loving and grateful dogs I think we've ever rescued. You know, we go back, you're talking 7 years, almost 4,000 dogs that we have rescued from the most unimaginable life on the streets, cruelty cases, and it's really hard to remember them all until we take a moment to sit down and, you know, we talk about it amongst our team and we bring up dogs' names and we're like, oh my God, that's right. Poncho, remember the little Chihuahua Poncho that we rescued, 10, 12 years of age from Miami-Dade. We couldn't even touch him. Couldn't even touch him. He was the most angry, growly old man, crotchety. That dog has my heart forever. Forever and ever. Benji, the little dog that we rescued that was abandoned outside that just recently got adopted. I loved that dog so much. I think about him every day. Glory, such an amazing dog, such a fighter, such a spirit. Just seeing Glory in her loving home with her mommies is just amazing. Powder, Hercules, Francis, the list goes on and on and on. Our dogs Sheila and Betty that were abandoned, and just, you know, we had Sheila for so long and Betty was covered in scars. You know, it's so amazing when we see that when these dogs come in and how defeated they are and how broken they are. And with love, the love that we give these dogs and restore them and revive them come to life. Come back far, you're out of state, but I'm asking for you all to make a conscious effort to hit the share button on all of our posts. You know, donate. Yes, broadcast interrupted, Kathy, but we're back. You know, donate when you can. I know we ask a lot, but we only ask because we have to. And we're not funded by anybody. We're killing ourselves doing fundraisers, adoption events, just desperately trying to make a difference in the sad world that we live in with the cruelty, which is just never ending. And I look at these eyes and this face, and I think she would not have made it out of the kill shelter, guys. This sweet little soul. And for all of you, maybe you don't know, but when the dogs are killed at the kill shelter, it's not humanely, it's not peaceful. They know, they smell, they know what's happening. They're not cremated. They're basically just killed, and then they are thrown into a garbage bag in a landfill. And that's the reality. You know, I see on social media every day you scroll and you see so many hard things. Some things you see you can't unsee. You know, the torturing of animals, and I see a lot of my Facebook friends that say, if you post another one of those videos, please delete me, unfriend me, I can't handle it. And I have to tell you, I'm with them. I'm the type of person, I don't want to see all these things. If I can't do something, and if I can't make a difference, yeah, I'm all about fighting and signing petitions, and, you know, but when you talk about the horrible the meat trade and in China, I mean, it's like you want to kill somebody. Your thoughts alone, You can't handle it, and you can't do anything. You just can't do anything. So we try. What? We try so desperately to stay focused on the ones that we can save, make a difference in their lives. I cry every day. Every day I cry. A lot of nights can't sleep. And I'm sure you're all with me because I know you share the same passion that we do. I'm not going to you'll never see us engage in any drama on social media. If anybody has anything to say to us or about us, feel free to contact us directly, but I will not, I mean it, none of us will engage. There's no room, there's no time for it. There's so much drama on social media in the rescue community. It's like it's a competition or something. We're here to save, we're here to help where we can. We are tagged and asked every day, all day. They'll send us photos of all the dogs at Miami-Dade, or, can you get this one? Can you get this one? I wish we could. I wish we could. We do what we can. And we see every dog that's in the shelter. We have no problem being tagged and asked to save because we understand that's what we're here for. But please understand when we say we can't, don't hate us, don't beat us up. When I responded back to one person, I said, I'm sorry, unfortunately, we are currently full. I got the answer, of course you are, not thank you anyway. So I get it. I get the frustration, but we can only do what we can do. There's no money tree growing outside, and, we can only save responsibly what we can cover and follow through. So, that beautiful, the yellow lab that was picked up, we named Jupiter. People were asking about him. He had to be euthanized. We spent $1,500 on him in one day to make sure that we weren't missing anything. We could have easily just euthanized him right away and said, no, look at him. Let's just euthanize him. No, we didn't do that. We spent $1,500 to make sure we did the tests, to make sure there was nothing that we could do to save his life. And then we realized that the humane thing to do the following morning was to let him go. He broke our hearts too, because we wanted so desperately to see Jupiter running after a ball or head out a window on the beach, car rides or playing in the sand. So sadly, cases like that are really, really hard. We can't win those cases. But at the end, remember something. Jupiter was somebody's dog. And Jupiter was an older dog, and he was on a tether. You were giving me such stink eye because I'm not paying attention to you. And they cut his tether, and they basically left him on a dirt road, and just abandoned him like trash. And he couldn't even get up to get out of the road if it was raining or if something was coming to just get away. So we got him, we picked him up, we brought him into safety, and we let him die in dignity because his life mattered to us. So that's what we do here. All right, guys, I think I'm going to sign off. I think you've heard enough of me. You're probably sick and tired of hearing me, but I wanted to update you and just let you see our beautiful girl, Roxy, again for today. I'm sure Tiffany will be updating and doing some videos throughout the day of Van and whoever else, Godiva, puppies. And again, please take this, remember this. Chris, you just got on. It's a long updated video, so when I shut down, you can go back when you have time and you can listen. A lot of my girls say, my volunteers are like, I can't watch the whole video. They'll ask me a question. I'm like, I just updated. They're like, I don't have time to listen to your 20-minute videos. So I get it, but it's my time, and it's the only way with my schedule that I can actually update as much as I can for the questions that come in to me on a daily basis. So thank you, Vicki. I appreciate that. So I'm going to sign off. I'm going to cuddle and love up on Roxy and have a lot of things that we need to do today and get everybody settled. If you do have any questions, thank you so much, Bianca. We love you too, and we appreciate your love and your support so very much. And I see Jamie is watching, and thank you so much, Pauline Dunbar, for your $50 donation. Unfortunately, I didn't see anybody matching it, unfortunately. But again, the PayPal link is up, and if you could donate something so we can pay down our existing bill here at the animal hospital, or you could call it in directly to the hospital if you want to make even a $5 donation.
954-771-0156. It would be so helpful. And please, desperately, we need fosters. So desperately do we need fosters. If you can't adopt, we need temporary fosters. For example, like when the puppy came in today, you know, our foster has a lot going on with all the puppies she currently has. It would be so great to have somebody that could foster a single puppy, or a dog, anything, a cat. We want to save more cats, but we need fosters. If somebody can foster a cat or a kitten, you know, we could save a cat. And kittens will get adopted. They're killing kittens all day long. We'd love to be able to help out. If people would only open up their home, we're not going to collect cats and kittens and stick them in glass boxes at the animal hospital and pay boarding on them to sit in. That's not rescue, in my opinion. I'm sorry. Follow through is the most responsible thing in rescue and doing the right thing. These animals don't ask to be saved by us, and it's up to us to do right by them. So, everybody, thanks for listening. This is my update for Tuesday, and we really do truly appreciate you so very much for your ongoing love and your support. And please remember to share. Please remember to vote daily. 5 more days to vote. And please donate when you can. And when we have fundraisers and events, please come out. You know, even if you just come out for an hour, have a drink, show your support. It makes a big difference for the businesses when they see people coming in and the support. It's fantastic. So again, thank you. This is Amy with my update on Tuesday. This is Roxy in front of me, cuddling with her little big yellow ducky. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida.